Every decision that we made at Bournian Residence was not necessarily grounded in preconceived ideas of how people think they should live. Instead, we really paid attention to the brief and really paid attention to the context. Where we've landed is not something that is typical in Australian residential architecture.
I'm Joel Arvid, Director of Rise Architecture.
I'm James Sofianos, Associate at Rise Architecture.
This is Bournian Residence.
Bournian Residence is located in Strathmore in Victoria. It's an inner city suburban pocket of Melbourne, just north of the CBD by about 10 kilometres. It's a family orientated suburb. It's very quiet and leafy green.
This project is a personal project for me because the design was for my parents. My parents wanted a 3-bedroom home, 2-bathroom, enough space for large family gatherings. They also wanted room in the house for future generations and grandkids to be able to use the space and stay over if they needed to. During the design process, unfortunately there was a death in the family, which was my father, which drove the design process in a slightly different direction. An important part of that was to make it a secure home, but also make it feel very calm and safe to live in.
And I think we also recognised that the project was going to represent the next phase of Joel's mother's life. So we did want to tackle the project in a positive way, looking towards the future.
The guiding vision for the interiors was really to create a sanctuary and a place of refuge for our client, Joanne. I'm Helen Mondos, interior designer at Rise Architecture. It was very crucial that I work with materials and finishes to ensure that the tranquility of the external gardens that surround the home really also seep into the interiors. You see it in multiple spaces throughout the home. At the very beginning, in the entry of the home, the moment you reach that porch and you look up at the canopy, there is the most beautiful natural timber that runs through seamlessly into the foyer of the home and basically throughout the majority of the living spaces. There is a lovely terrazzo print tile that runs through from the living spaces into the bedrooms, into the walk-in robe, the bathrooms, pretty much everywhere throughout the home. There are heroes in every space.
As you enter the home from the street, you enter basically in the middle of the building. You're met with the central courtyard and the spine of the home. As you take a left-hand turn, you meet the 3 bedrooms, and to the right of that you have your master suite, which has a feature fireplace. As you walk through, you lead onto a walk-in robe and into the ensuite. As you come back through the central spine of the home, you're met with the kitchen to the right-hand side that then opens up out into the dining and living area, which then opens up into the main courtyard of the home.
The bathrooms are definitely a continuation of the colours and finishes throughout the home. I wanted the spaces to really sing to one another and for there to be a relationship between them. The Abey tapware selection was definitely the icing on the cake. I absolutely love the minimalistic look and feel of the tapware. It's extremely understated. It's not just about how the tapware looks, but it's also the function. When you handle them, you can tell that these taps are going to withstand the test of time, and for as long as this home is here and standing, this tapware will be here too. There is a sense of luxury throughout this space. The bathtub is such a feature. It's a bold, impactful moment that you really feel the moment you walk into that ensuite. And it is met with the most gracious curved wall that almost encourages you to walk behind it to see, oh, there's a shower back there. And the shower feels like a bit of a cocoon. It's intimate, and it just gives Joanne the ability to really unwind and enjoy getting ready for her day in a really lovely way.
Seeing my mum live in the space for a period of time now, she just seems very calm, at home, and very comfortable living here.
Knowing Joel's mum so intimately, we really understood what she needed. It formed the unwritten part of the brief, which we understood because of that relationship.
The very first day that I was able to walk in here with this home fully furnished and complete, it was breathtaking. I felt very proud of what we had accomplished. It was a home that felt very serene. It felt very protected. It's whispered as opposed to shouted out loud. Wherever you turn, there is something very subtle and beautiful to take in.